Rushing away from that heat that Michael's been talking about can be a deadly distraction for parents who leave children in hot cars. Eyewitness News 3 reporter Rachel Fabi has more on how just leaving a child in a car for a few minutes can turn deadly.
During the summertime, we get called a few times a week to whether it's a kid or an animal that's left in a car.
So far in 2021, 10 kids nationwide have died in hot cars, including one Wednesday in Utah. Sergeant Albright with the Idaho Falls Police Department tells me oftentimes when they respond to a call of someone in a hot car, the caretaker will say it's fine because they left a window open.
That's not a good excuse. That doesn't actually do anything to really alleviate the distress of whoever's inside the car, because it doesn't reduce the temperature.
The greenhouse effect still works, and that car still heats up the same way, whether or not those windows are cracked, even if it's just for a few minutes.
The issue is we all know when we go into the grocery store, so often I'm just going in for that gallon of milk, but then it ends up being bread, and it ends up being eggs, and then we see somebody, that we see a neighbor or a family member, we end up talking, and you're in there for a lot longer than you think you were.
There have been studies and demonstrations that show when the outside ambient temperature is 80 degrees Fahrenheit, that a car parked outside can heat up to 110 to 120 degrees within 30 minutes. And that can be hot enough to make it uncomfortable for anybody, but especially a child.
Children can heat up a lot quicker than adults for a number of reasons.
Their set temperature is higher than adults by half a degree or so. More often than not, they're fully clothed, they're in a car seat, so they can't dissipate their heat by sweating or just circulating air.
And once their temperature gets over 100.4, they can get heat stroke and possibly go into a coma. So here's what you can do if you see any person or pet left in a car. And it starts with figuring out how much help someone needs.
If it's obviously so bad that they need help now, take that action. You can do things like break windows, you can enter somebody else's car to alleviate someone who's in obvious distress. They're flushed, they look like they're in obvious distress. If you think there's some time, call for law enforcement, but always intervene. That's one of the great things about this community is so many people are willing to help each other, and that's one of those times where you can really be helpful.
Albright says the best way to avoid a situation like this is to avoid the situation altogether. Just don't leave people or animals in the car, period. In Idaho Falls, I'm Rachel Fabi.